If I was never to come off this stuff and to take high doses, my liver would fail, okay? And my liver probably will fail eventually due to my cystic fibrosis. But hadn't I not taken these things, the liver would not have developed anyway. So my liver would have failed back in my early 20s. You know, I started doing what I was doing at the right time. You know, so I just want people to understand that every vitamin that your body absorbs, I can't. I have to take supplements for that. I have to take injections for that. You know, the food you eat, if I have this bottle of Mountain Dew right now with sugar in it, I have to take 12 tablets. I used to have to take 36 until they bought out a new brand. 12 tablets anytime I put something in my mouth that has calories in it, right? I eat 8 times a day. In between that, I have snacks, depending on my sugar levels and what I want to do with my body. I'm in the process of trying to get bigger and stronger just now because it makes me feel mentally strong, and I believe I can keep fighting my health doing that. You know, there's always this thing where if someone's better than someone else, they're doing something they shouldn't be doing. You know, I was told from a young age that I wasn't going to be here, and I wanted to prove that wrong. You know, to be a bodybuilder, and I'm not dissing any other bodybuilders because there is some amazing bodybuilders out there, I have more disadvantages than anyone because I cannot absorb the food. Now, to be a bodybuilder, the food is 90%, right? Your rest is so important. It's a 24-hour job, okay? And the reason I do bodybuilding is for my health, right? I'm not planning on competing anymore. I don't want to. It depends on health, as I say. I might one day, but it's for my health. If I'm not training and working my lungs, that's all going to go downhill. So for all yous that don't know about me and, you know, make comments, Stevie's off his work because of all that crap he takes, right? I tell you, honestly, I would not even have got to work where I am at the age I'm at if I had not done the things I've done and taken the road I have, because I would not be alive. So yous all need to, see if yous want to ask me something, ask me, and I will tell you what I have done. Because I am now in contact with several CF sufferers that email me, that message me on Facebook. I give them my number, and they say, you know, I don't feel I'm getting told how to better myself at the hospital. And that's not the hospital's fault because they don't know. They don't know anything about bodybuilding. They don't know, you know, they're all about, oh, get your 5 fruit in a day, get your 5 veg a day. You know, that's, you know, and I've got these guys asking me what I did, and I'll be honest with them, and I'll tell them what I did. You know, I'll tell them what to eat, what I ate. You know, I can't get my weight up because that's the hardest thing for somebody with cystic fibrosis is gaining weight, right? Now, I'm sitting at 20 stone 10 right now, okay? Body fat's at 16%, which isn't as low as I'd like it, but it's below average, okay? I've been up to the Cystic Fibrosis Clinic and there's wee guys sitting there at 10 stone, weak, tired, you know, and I've been emailing them, telling them what to eat, and, you know, and I've got another guy whose weight's slowly going up, but I'm determined to get him up there, and he's wanting to get into a bit of training, and he's just paranoid about going to a gym because coughing his lungs up, you know, which I totally sympathise with. Even me, even though I don't have, my lungs are 120%, I still bring up mucus when I'm in the gym, and it is embarrassing. So I feel for that. But you really, anybody wants to ask me anything, you know, ask me. And just to let you know, if anything ever happens to me, right, I've got cystic fibrosis, alright? I'm diabetic. Every organ in my body's affected. I'm lucky my bones aren't bending and snapping, you know. You really don't realise how ill I am. And my goal in life is to create an illusion that there is nothing wrong with me, which I think I've done. Because the first thing when I'm not well, people assume is it'll be something to do with bodybuilding. Alright? This is where the illusion I've created backfires on me, because then bad rumours and gossip start. But clearly what I've done has worked, because I've created that illusion. Because people don't even know I have cystic fibrosis. You know what I mean? They haven't got a clue. You know what I mean? It's unbelievable. So if there's anybody, I mean, ask me anything. I will tell you what I take. I will tell you what I eat. I will be honest about everything and anything, because out of what I've done, what I would like to achieve is helping somebody else. I'm 33 now, and I'm not planning on going anywhere soon. You know what I mean? And as long as I keep looking after myself, keep training, keep doing what I'm doing, taking what I'm taking, at the doses I am, i.e. vitamins, supplements, whatever you want to call them, the bad stuff, I'm determined to keep living and living well. But there's guys out there training, taking stuff, not eating right, not doing right, and they don't get anywhere close to me or other guys I've got to. And you know, I've got more holding me back than anybody. You know, so it's not meant to come across as a rant. Maybe it is, but I just want people to know a little bit more about me. As I say, on Facebook, I'm going to put a picture up, which I've probably put up before, and just read all the things that can go wrong. Okay, I can't even have kids, right? Things are so messed up inside my body. You know, I've had 3 operations on my stomach. I'm now missing 40% of my abdominal muscles. Every time I sneeze, I've got to hold my stomach. The last time I didn't, my stomach burst open and I had to get rushed to A&E. That was due to a burst appendix, which was not due to taking anabolic steroids. My sister's appendix had to be removed, and she's never lifted a weight in her life, never mind took steroids. Appendicitis can happen to anyone, and it's the most common surgical procedure in the world. But with cystic fibrosis sufferers, it's a lot more common, because it's connected to the digestive system, it's connected to the bowels, it's, you know, so I can't digest food. I've already got into that, you know, the fact that I can't produce the enzymes to get the goodness out of food. The food doesn't digest. Sometimes it comes out the way it comes in. That may be a bit graphic for some of you, but that's the way it is. But you know, all yous that are wondering why I'm not well, excuse me, you know, why I'm off work, whatever. And this isn't aimed at anyone at work, by the way. It's just this is built up over years. Why don't you try asking me? Because I will tell you the truth. You know, I've got no reason to lie. I'm proud of what I've done, and I would admit things I have done and tell you my secrets, because it's kept my life going. I'm now married with a house, and we've got a lovely wee dog, and I've got a lovely family around me, and I don't plan on going anywhere soon. I'm happy in life. I don't want to go anywhere, so I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. And if I only make it to 50 doing what I'm doing, it's longer than I would have made it in the first place. You know, doctors, when they see me and they see my records and they see, you know, they walk in a room and they walk straight back out thinking they've walked into the wrong room, and they come back in and say, "Are you Stephen Carr?" I'll say, "Yes." "Oh, I wasn't expecting. I was expecting a skinny wee guy with coughing his lungs up," you know. Just ask me, you know what I mean? Honestly, I'll tell you everything and anything I do. My close friends know what I get through, you know. When I've been really bad, my friends have been there for me. My wife's been there for me. My mum and dad have been there for me. You know, just ask me, you know what I mean? I'll show you what I have to do in a day to keep my health at bay, medication-wise. I'm currently doing this on a Facebook channel. It's called, I think it's called Stephen Cystic Fibrosis Carr. I'll put the link on Facebook anyway. I've got training videos, I've got food that I eat. I have to liquidise most of my food now because my stomach just can't handle digesting proper food. I've got to liquidise chicken, I've got to liquidise potatoes, and I drink it because my body will absorb it. But just ask, you know what I mean? There's no hard feelings if anybody wants to ask me what I'm doing. But for the guys out there, you know, and I've heard them say it behind my back and whatever, the amount of shit he's on, the amount of this and that he's on, blah blah blah. You know what, mate? Just come up and ask me and I'll tell you. And, you know, I'll give you an honest answer. But that shit, as you call it, has saved my life. And if I was staying in America right now, that shit I would be getting prescribed. It's just this country. You know, other countries you pay for your health, you can get the better medication. This country we can't. I would love to move to Florida and be getting prescribed the medication I want. But I can't, so I get it myself through my own means. So anybody else with cystic fibrosis will understand what I'm saying. And you know, I feel so sorry for people that are worse off than me and are constantly on oxygen, because that could be me. You know, but instead, I monitor my health, I take my medication, you know, I have to rest a lot. I mean, I do sleep a lot, I need to, because half my organs don't work properly. I'm tired all the time, you know. The diabetes makes you tired, you know. But I managed to get 45 minutes to an hour a day to go in and exercise to keep my lungs going, because they're the one last thing that are going really good for me. And as long as I'm getting oxygen into my body, that helps everything else go. So I think that's probably all I've got to say. But just try not to be ignorant, and try and understand that there is people worse off than you, and you're looking at one of them, and there's people way worse than me. And you know, it's just the usual though. Stevie looks the way he does because he takes this, he takes that. I tell you, I don't like to say this, but if you had the condition I had and didn't have the mental attitude I had, you wouldn't be here. I tell you that right now. For all those stubborn people and all those people that will read the bad things about this and that and whatever, you know, things that are prescribed are there for a reason. And they do help if they're done correctly. You can go into a supermarket and buy 2 packets of paracetamol for 40 pence, take them and they'll kill you, okay? There's people who are on testosterone therapy their whole life and live a long happy life, okay? And I don't stay on therapy all the time. I take wee blasts of it because I don't want to. It's helped me get to where I am with my organs, but I don't want to put my organs under too much stress, so I sample it. Sample it in order to just help me go and go and go. And I get my blood test done at a doctor's. My doctors know what I've done in the past, and what can they say? They look at me and say, well, you're here, your results are good, we just need to keep an eye on you, you know. So if I get another 10 years out of my life, 20 years, whatever, it's all down to my lifestyle, bodybuilding, and I can't thank bodybuilding enough for that. And the friends I've had round about me that have done it and inspired me. What can I say? Being fit and healthy, you know, people say, I think this bodybuilding's no good for you. I think that they don't know. No one knows. They don't know anything. Because if they did, they wouldn't be saying that. They'd be saying, it's amazing how this has helped you so much. So, aye. If people have got a problem or whatever with what I do, just come and ask me. And I'll happily give you advice and make you happier about yourself. Because in my opinion, yous are really just fishing for the secrets. And your way of dealing with that, rather than lowering yourself to ask, is criticism. So that's about it.